Every morning, Amara would arrive at the little shop in her neighborhood, where the scent of colorful fabrics and the aroma of fresh spices filled the air. Children ran through the alleys, shouting and laughing, while the elders sat together sharing the news of the day. To everyone, Amara was just the deal queen, a woman skilled at bargaining, but deep inside her heart, she carried hidden dreams and hopes. That day, near the shop, she noticed a small boy sitting quietly, wounded and sad. His name was Kofi. In his eyes, there was fear and loneliness, as if the world had abandoned him. Amara immediately went to him, lifted him gently, and took him to the back of the shop. She gave him water and food. For the first time, Kofi felt a sense of comfort. Amara carefully treated his wounds and, in a soft voice, said, "You are safe now, little star." A faint smile appeared in Kofi's eyes for the very first time. The neighbors were surprised to see the so-called tough deal queen showing such kindness. But for Amara, this moment was special, because for the first time, she felt that in her world, a little star had truly begun to shine. Kofi began living with Amara. Every day, he would play at the back of the shop, listen to stories, and revise his school lessons. Amara not only fulfilled his basic needs but also gave him a sense of love and protection. The people of the neighborhood were astonished that a girl so skilled in business could hold so much tenderness in her heart. Kofi's innocent words and laughter brought light into Amara's life. Often, in the evenings, they would sit outside the shop, watching the city lights and weaving dreams of the future. Amara told him that after every hardship comes joy, and that every little star is part of a greater sky. Their friendship grew stronger day by day, like a small star shining ever brighter. Amara realized that every moment with Kofi filled her heart with peace and happiness. The neighbors now admired not only Amara's sharp business skills, but also her humanity and the softness of her heart. Amara and Kofi's friendship grew stronger with each passing day. Kofi now knew every corner of the shop and enjoyed every little gesture of Amara's. The neighborhood children also began to gather around them, for Amara was not only a sharp businesswoman but also cheerful when it came to playing games and telling stories. Every day, the city streets glowed with colorful lights and carried the fragrance of spices. Outside the shop, the voices of small traders and the laughter of customers created a lively atmosphere. Amara told Kofi that life could sometimes be harsh, but the light of love and friendship could erase even the darkest shadows. Kofi listened intently, and deep inside, he began to truly believe her words. One day, a small accident occurred in the neighborhood. While playing, Kofi was about to crash into a tall wall, but Amara caught him just in time. In that moment, their trust in each other grew even deeper. Kofi whispered, "Amara, you are truly my little star." Tears of joy and pride filled Amara's eyes. These moments reminded Amara that love was not just about affection and protection, it was also about sharing in another's pain and happiness. The neighborhood now seemed brighter because of Amara and Kofi's presence, and each day brought them new experiences and fresh joys. Amara and Kofi's friendship had become well known in every corner of the neighborhood. But with every joy, challenges were bound to come. One day, a group appeared near the shop, frightening the neighborhood children. Kofi stepped back in fear, but Amara immediately showed courage. "Kofi, never hide in fear, because we are together," Amara declared loudly. The group was stunned. How could a young girl, whom everyone only called the Deal Queen, stand so bravely? Seeing her courage, Kofi too found strength in his heart and stood close beside her. Amara began to speak calmly between the children and the group. Slowly, the tension eased, and the group promised to leave the neighborhood. For the first time, Kofi truly felt that Amara was a leader, someone whose courage and love inspired everyone. The incident made their bond even stronger. Kofi held Amara's hands and said, "You are truly the little star of my world." Amara embraced him, silently praying that this moment would last forever. Amid the city's noise and the neighborhood's lights, Amara and Kofi's story glowed like a little star. For Amara, This was also a lesson. Life would bring challenges, but with friendship and courage, every darkness could be overcome. Amara and Kofi's friendship was now known throughout the neighborhood. But one day, Kofi revealed a small secret about his reality to Amara. His family was struggling, and he had been living alone for many days. His mother was ill, and his father worked as a laborer on the far side of the city. Fear and shame filled Kofi's eyes, but Amara embraced him and said, "Kofi, you are never alone. I am with you." Amara immediately began making small arrangements for him. A little room was prepared for Kofi behind the shop, and she sought help from some of the neighborhood elders. For the first time, Kofi felt that someone truly cared for him, not just as a friend, but like a protector. Amid the city's bustle and the neighborhood's noise, Amara showed the courage of her heart. She decided she would try to bring joy to Kofi every single day, no matter the circumstances. For Kofi, Amara's love became the brightest moment of his life. That day, he told her, "You are truly the little star of my world, the one that will always shine." Amara thought silently to herself that happiness in life is born from the presence of such little stars. Now, the people of the neighborhood no longer saw Amara only as the deal queen. They began to recognize her as a protector, a friend, and a girl with a shining heart. Life in the city neighborhood carried on with its daily hustle and bustle. Amara and Kofi's friendship had become famous in every corner, but with happiness came a new challenge. A wealthy merchant decided to open a large shop near Amara's little one, and this posed a serious threat to her business. At first, Amara tried to ignore it, but soon it became clear. The people of the neighborhood were drawn to the new shop, and her small store began to lose its charm. Kofi noticed Amara's worry and gently said, "Amara, we will not give up. You are my little star, and we are together." His words gave Amara strength. She gathered the other small traders in the neighborhood and made a plan. She decorated her shop to be more welcoming, started little games and storytelling sessions for the children, and built stronger ties with the people around her. Moved by her hard work and warmth, the neighborhood began returning to her shop. Kofi, too, helped with small tasks, feeling that even in tough times, friendship and courage could create light. At the end of the day, Amara and Kofi sat outside, watching the city lights. In her heart, Amara thought that this challenge had only made their bond even stronger. The neighborhood was no longer just a place to live. It had become a sky lit with the light of a little star. One evening, as Amara and Kofi sat outside the shop watching the city lights, Kofi fell silent. Amara asked softly, "What is it, Kofi? Are you thinking about something?" Kofi took a deep breath and began to speak. "Amara, my past was very hard. My parents left me alone, and I went hungry for many days. Some nights, I slept on the streets, and on others, I survived only with the kindness of strangers in the neighborhood. But no one ever gave me the love that you have given me." Tears filled Kofi's eyes, but his honesty was clear. Amara embraced him and said, "Kofi, your past does not define your truth. You are safe now, and I will always be with you. We are together, little star." For the first time, Kofi felt that someone truly valued him, not just as a friend, but as a protector and as family. Amid the noise of the city and the bustle of the neighborhood, Amara showed the strength of her heart. She arranged a small room behind the shop for Kofi and sought help from the elders so that he would never feel alone again. For Amara, this moment was also a lesson. Love and protection always leave their mark on the heart, and little stars never remain little, as long as someone recognizes their light. Every year, the city neighborhood hosted a grand celebration in which all the shops, children, and elders took part. This year, Amara decided that she too would arrange something special for her shop, as well as for the children of the community. Kofi became her greatest helper in this plan. Amara worked day and night. She set up colorful swings in front of the shop, prepared small games for the children, and organized a storytelling session. The neighbors were astonished. How could this young girl prepare everything with such dedication and love? Kofi helped with the little tasks, and together, their joy spread to every corner of the neighborhood. But on the day of the celebration, a problem arose. Some people from the neighborhood, along with the owner of a large shop, tried to interfere with the event. Amara felt a moment of fear, but then she showed courage. Raising her voice, she said, "This is our neighborhood, and here we will celebrate with joy." Kofi stood close beside her and whispered, "You are my courage, Amara." Her bravery and compassion inspired everyone. Slowly, the neighbors rallied to her side, and the event turned into a success. The laughter of children, the colorful swings, and the fragrance of the neighborhood created a magical atmosphere around the shop. That day, Amara realized that true strength did not lie in business alone, but in love, courage, and sacrifice for others. With Kofi by her side, the moment became one of the most memorable days of their lives. A few days later, on a quiet evening at the back of the shop, Kofi shared a small secret with Amara. A few days ago, he had gotten lost in the neighborhood and someone had saved him, but he had never told anyone. There was a mix of shame and fear in Kofi's eyes, yet Amara gently hugged him and said, "Your past does not make you weak, Kofi. You are safe now, and you will never be alone again." Tears of joy welled up in Kofi's eyes. In that moment, Amara realized that the power of friendship and love could chase away any darkness. Amid the hustle and bustle of the neighborhood, this moment brought peace and trust to both of their hearts. Amara decided that she would make Kofi happy every day, no matter the circumstances. She made the small room at the back of the shop even more comfortable and enlisted the help of the elders in the neighborhood to ensure all of Kofi's needs were met. This secret was important not only for Kofi's life, but also for Amara. She learned that true friendship is not only about sharing happiness, but also about having the courage to share fears and secrets. In the brightly lit neighborhood, Amara and Kofi's story was shining like a little star. Each day, each moment, brought a new light of love, protection, and trust into their lives, and this light could be felt in every corner of the neighborhood. Amara and Kofi's life in the neighborhood was filled with happiness, but one day, a great challenge knocked on their door. Some of the city's powerful merchants threatened to shut down Amara's shop, claiming it had become a danger to their business. Kofi noticed Amara's worry, but he stood tall with courage and love. "Amara, we are together. You are not alone," he said firmly. Amara took a deep breath and decided she would not give up. She sought the help of the elders, the children, and her friends in the neighborhood, and together, they all promised to stand by her side. One day, the entire community gathered outside the shop. Amara raised her voice and declared, "This shop is not just about clothes. It is the symbol of our neighborhood's joy, friendship, and love. We will never let it go." Her words stirred the hearts of the people. United, they forced the merchants to back down. Kofi held Amara's hands and said, "You are truly the little star of my world, the one that will always shine." Tears of joy filled Amara's eyes. In that moment, she realized that love, courage, and friendship could overcome any obstacle. Amid the city's lights and the neighborhood's noise, this day became unforgettable for Amara and Kofi. Their friendship and trust touched every heart, and the light of the little star continued to shine brightly in the neighborhood forever. Amara and Kofi's life was now filled with happiness and light in every corner of the neighborhood. After all the struggles and challenges, they had built a bond that was strong and full of love. The people no longer saw Amara as just the deal queen. They now knew her as a protector, a friend, and a girl with a shining heart. Kofi finally felt complete trust that he would always be safe and happy. Playing with Amara, listening to her stories, and celebrating the small neighborhood festivals had become his greatest joy. Amara, too, had learned that true strength was not only in business or success, but in winning hearts and sacrificing for others. One evening, as they sat outside the shop watching the city lights, Kofi said softly, "Amara, you are the little star of my world. Your light will always stay in my heart." Amara smiled, hugged him tightly, and silently prayed that these moments would last forever. The neighborhood was peaceful and full of joy. Children played in the alleys. Elders sat together sharing laughter, and it felt as if the streets themselves were telling the story of Amara and Kofi's love and friendship. That day, Amara realized a truth. Little stars never remain little, as long as someone recognizes their light. And the people of the neighborhood, alongside Amara and Kofi, became witnesses to a brighter, more loving world.